I'm Jay,
I'm Kay.
and this is the JK Theory. So, last night, I know it didn't occur last night, but I watched it last night. Me and my boys, 8 years old, starting to get them into wrestling, and we watched Money in the Bank.
Nice.
It's been years since I watched Money in the Bank. I'm talking years. Like, I think the last time I watched it, Dolph Ziggler was carrying the Money in the Bank. So, yeah. Now, last night, very impressive, but kind of disappointed too. Um, let's begin here. So I explained to my son how the Money in the Bank works,
Mhm.
and he was impressed with it. He likes the whole concept of it. Amazed at the ladder matches, right? And when the tables came out, oh man. But we'll start with the first match, okay?
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, I don't know some of these guys' names.
Right, right.
Andrade, his entrance, amazing. I don't know if
Dope.
he always
Yes.
comes out with the mask, but that was dope.
Yes.
Um, Chad Gable.
Chad Gable.
I don't like Chad Gable. I'm gonna give him a chance because I haven't really seen him fight too much, but he reminds me of, now this is a flashback of the guy that he used to come out and wear like a Ric Flair style robe or cape or whatever, and he'd come out with like, I think he had a notepad and a pen, and he would talk, use big words and very
The
studious.
genius.
The genius, yeah, the genius.
Yeah.
That's what he reminds me of, like a micro machine version of him. So that's Chad. Um, dude, there's a black guy in there. Who's the black guy? I have no idea who he is.
Oh, Carmelo Hayes. He's a young cat. He's a
Okay.
young cat.
So
He
is
was
he
on.
from like NXT or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He
So
he got moved up to the main roster.
gotcha. So
Yes.
he's like newish in the scene in WWE.
Yes.
Okay. So he kind of had a moment, but nothing too memorable, at least for me. I mean, if I couldn't remember his name, he just didn't have that impact there. Um, Jay Uso. Uso should have won.
Yeah.
Uso should have won. The whole crowd was excited.
Yeah.
They were there, but no. T5 Fum guy took it, hit him with the ladder, and then didn't even do it right. Because if you watch it, he hits him with the ladder, and it somewhat hits Jay. Jay falls in the ring. I think he should have fell out of the ring or whatever. And then he hits him with a claymore that, dude, you didn't connect by this much, okay? That claymore was whack. Anyway, he climbs his big ass up there, gets the Money in the Bank. I was disappointed. How about you?
I think a lot of people was. I kind of figured the angle that they were going to go with, but I wanted them to do the angle where CM Punk will come out during that match.
Ah, okay.
To me, it would have made more sense for them to screw him right up front, and then somebody else won the Money in the Bank, like if Jay Uso or LA Knight won. It would have
Oh,
made
LA Knight. I forgot about LA
yeah,
Knight.
it would have made more sense to me. But I get it. I get why they did it, but I just didn't like. I thought that was a stupid one. That was a stupid outcome.
So I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. So we had Chad Gable,
Yep.
we had Carmelo Hayes,
Mhm.
we had LA Knight,
Yep.
we had Drew McIntyre, we had Jay Uso, and
Yep.
that's it, right? There was only five?
Andrea.
Andrade. Okay, Andrade. So we got six. I kind of feel that Chad Gable and Carmelo Hayes were kind of like a throw in.
Three of them was.
Real. Okay. Who's your three?
So it was Carmelo Hayes, Chad Gable, and Andrea.
Ah, okay.
So they're pretty much just there to fill up the match. Like Gable has a run going right now, and it's very interesting type thing. So yeah, people want to see him kind of just screw up.
They want to see Chad Gable?
Yeah, because he's a wrestler. Like he's like a Kurt Angle type wrestler.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
So yeah, and he has a storyline going with the YS6 right now. So people really want to see if the YS6 is gonna come out while Chad Gable was out there type thing.
Gotcha.
Carmelo, they're trying to get his name up more.
Okay.
He's
Is Chad Gable? I can't tell. Is he a heel or is he a good guy?
he's a heel now.
Oh, he's a heel. Okay.
Heel now. Yeah.
Is he with a group or he's just on his own?
He just actually got kicked out of his group.
What was his group?
His group was this lady named Maxine, Otis, and I can't pronounce this guy's name, but it's another gentleman, and they were called the Alpha Academy.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. And then what about Carmelo? Is he on his own? Is he part of the group?
Carmelo's by himself.
He's a babyface?
No,
he's a heel.
Yeah, he's a heel. He plays the cocky guy. Like, I'm so sure of myself. I know my ability. I know I'm great. Y'all just have to see it. That's his role.
What's his wrestling style? If you were to compare him to somebody.
Oh, he's hard. He's high flyer.
Okay.
He's fast paced, real fast paced, high flyer type of guy. So maybe I don't want to say Ricochet because Ricochet is like in a league of his own, but
what about like Eddie Guerrero? Eddie Guerrero was kind of like that.
Kind of like a starting Eddie Guerrero. I would say the starter Eddie Guerrero when he first WCW Eddie Guerrero.
So Eddie Guerrero, but not with all the technical stuff.
Right, not yet. He's getting there. He's still piecing it together, but he's going to be nice once he get a little bit older.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So definitely some good potential there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Now on Andrade, is he a heel?
No. He's a good guy. He's hard to tell because like he just came back. He was with the company before he left. Coming back now, he's trying to find his place. You know, he was going to be with Rey Mysterio and them.
So is Rey Mysterio LWO or is that something else?
Nope, that's LWO. Yep,
okay.
That's Rey Mysterio's group. But now he's just by himself. Running by himself. He's just trying to find his place pretty much right now.
Okay. So if you had your way, right? This was, Kay, you're responsible. WWE hires you right now. You need to get ratings. You need to get people on Twitter or X or on that sounds bad. Ecstasy.
Oh, right, yeah.
Anyway, get them on X, get them on all this stuff to get people talking. How would you have control over the last 60 seconds of the match? You decided what would you have done?
First off, I'm gonna need 2 minutes because I want to keep on with the Chad Gable and the YS6.
Okay.
I would have turned out the lights. I would have had the smoke in there. I would have had the music playing, and I would have had it where it scared the hell out of him.
During a ladder match, you're gonna shut the lights off?
Yes,
Woo!
I'm going to shut the lights off. After that, the lights come on. I would have had Drew McIntyre, the only one that's left in the ring. Him climbing the ladder, and all of a sudden he right there, and boom, CM Punk hit him with a chair in the back.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That way, I would have had. After that, I would have had either Jey Uso or LA Knight get the title because they're the most popular ones. And I get the fact that like some people don't need titles to be over, but at some point you got to put a belt on these guys, or their popularity is going to go down.
LA Knight is really impressive. I'm still new to him. I don't know if he's been around for a while, but he's new to me, right?
Right.
Very impressive. He's got the look, very talented. He's got the moves. Yeah, he's gonna be a force, man.
He can talk too. That's the thing he's known for. He's known for talking. He's a great talker. So he has pretty much everything. He has everything going. I'm not sure why they keep kind of stalling him and holding him back. Like he needs a belt.
So Uso,
Uso, yes.
He's good. I really like him. I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever hated the Usos. Honestly, I really don't think I've ever hated them. When they first came out, I used to call them the baby head shrinkers. Like, I just love the
That's
Usos.
right. Yeah.
The tag team. I get why they're separated, but I
Yeah.
love the tag team aspect
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I hate to see them argue and fight each other, but man, awesome either way. I kind of feel like WWE is treating Jay like the wrestlers used to treat what was that one guy that was with the Dudley Boys? I just kept getting messed up. Crash. The Spike. Oh
Like
my god. They're treating him like Spike. Like they're just abusing him, dude.
it's one of those things where I feel like they got this thing where you got to pay your dues type thing as a singles wrestler. I know he's been
Oh,
there. I know what you're gonna say. Yes, at a tag team, he is phenomenal. Like he is that guy. Him and his brother, I will put them as one of the best tag teams ever in the WWE. Singles competition though, I feel like they're making him go through hurdles. So when he does become that champion, it's like look at all the stuff he had to go through. You know.
do you think he needs to change something? Like, should he be a little bit more technical? Should he be a little bit more flashy? Because I mean, when it comes to like gimmicks, and I don't mean this in a bad way at all. Like he's got it down, bro. He works the crowd like it's a concert.
Yeah.
He's not afraid. He came from the audience. That's dope. I love
Yeah.
to see that, man. You know, like he comes out, he's energetic, he's pumped, he's ready. He plays his role. When it's time for him to be mad, he's mad. You know, like it's just great. So, do you think he should change something, or is it just WWE just putting the leash on him? Like, not yet.
I don't I don't I don't see what he can change at the moment. Like I've seen online where people talking about how he only has so many moves, but people forget like reality he has way more moves than what they're allowing him. I'm going to say allowing him to do at the moment.
Okay.
And for people to be like he only has so many moves, who cares? Like Goldberg, what type of moves did he have? Hulk Hogan, what type of moves did he have? The Ultimate Warrior, realistically, what type of moves did he have? Thank you. Like you don't have to have a whole bunch of moves to be over with the crowd. You just have to know how to work the crowd. And he damn sure knows how to work the crowd. Like
So what is it? What's holding him back? Do you think he needs to bulk up more? Because just like you said, you mentioned Goldberg, you mentioned Ultimate Warrior. Who else did you mention?
Hulk Hogan.
And Hulk Hogan, right? There's so many more you can mention to that.
Yeah.
Stone Cold only has so many. The Rock only has so many. Cena only has so many. Flair only has so many. Like, he's got it, man. Do you think this is the whole little man syndrome? They don't want to see. Because remember when WWF would not give Bret Hart the championship because he was small?
That was Vince.
Come on, man.
Vince doesn't like small guys.
I know, but Uso, I mean, he's good, bro. He's really good. I'm impressed with him and a lot of other guys, but he's good.
Yeah,
And he was
I
see some money in the bank. So I thought he was a shoo-in for it.
I was thinking he was going to win. Like I said, I thought Punk was going to screw McIntyre during the Money in the Bank match, but that's not what happened. I get it, but I just thought it was a waste of a match, honestly.
Okay. So you would have had you pretty much would have had a WrestleMania moment at Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Because it's true, right? Go big or go home, right?
Yeah.
You're about to sign with Netflix, and you know you're gonna blow their minds.
Exactly.
You need to do whatever you can to just keep hooking them people in. I think that's a crazy idea to turn the lights off at a ladder match, but that's what it takes.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing. WWE, if you need to contract the JK Theory, we are available. So, moving on to the next match, and I might not be going in order. Forgive me, I've got a memory that's really bad. So, the match that impressed me so well, and I'm not even going to say these women's name. I respect you guys. I just don't remember. The women's match was insane.
That was the best match of the night.
Holy cow! That Japanese girl, Akira or Sayakira or
Io Sky.
Yeah, yeah. She was dope, bro. She was dope. Is it new to put the where you have the ladder standing in the middle, and then you have another ladder in between, and then hanging on the ropes? Is that a new thing? I've never seen that.
They started doing that a few years ago.
Man, that's ballsy. I don't know who it was, but you know the one move where you're standing up and you have your opponent's legs and they're on their back, and you lay back as they go up. It's like a seesaw effect.
Yeah.
They did that under the ladder, and the girl smacked. I thought she was done, bro. That did not look.
You talking about Stephanie?
That did not look not real at all. I don't want to say the F word. That did not look not real at all. I was like, my wife thought I was watching football. I was like, oh yeah, like it was incredible. Incredible. So many highlights. The suplex onto a lap. These girls have no discs. I've said that carefully, because their backs are just hitting them ladders, and oh man, they put on a show. Bro.
They put on a show. Yes.
Hats to them. So that match, I really have no complaints. I really don't. Except for the fact that I didn't know any of the women. I would have liked to see. No, I knew Naomi, right? Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
I knew her, but I would have liked to see some more, no names. Or maybe it's my fault. I'll take the blame because I haven't been watching it that much. But
right, yeah.
Man, I have no complaints at all. Those girls earned every dollar they made that day, and I hope they have the next couple of days off to ice up and do it again. That was amazing. Do you have any critiques or complaints about that match?
Complaints? No. Like that was the best match of the night to me. Like them girls put on a clinic. Sorry, them girls put on a clinic. Like I was amazed through that whole match. Like Naomi, when she added 2 ladders and she looked like she was about to do the splits, and then she did the DDT on the girl.
Yes. The strength of that. Oh
yes, man.
She looked like old school Van Damme. Oh man. And then okay, so none of my girls watch wrestling, right?
Okay.
My youngest girl, she's 14. She watched a little bit of it, and she was impressed. She liked it. And there was this part. So who's the girl that was like jumping, no ladder, in the middle of the ring, trying to catch the briefcase? My daughter's like, is she dumb? Like, what is she doing?
She's scared of heights.
Oh man.
That's Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green. Okay.
Green, yeah.
By the way, all the women, beautiful. Chelsea Green. Let's add that. I thought she was in there as like a joke kind of a thing. Very funny. Yeah. I was entertained. But she's got chops too, man. She can fight. She's a wrestler.
So Chelsea Green character is kind of like a Karen.
Oh, okay.
Type person. Like her character is complaining and stuff like that. Yeah.
Is that why the announcer said her name with that twang in it?
Yeah. That's why she says her name differently than everybody else.
Oh man, Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
That was cool. Oh, and hats off to Michael Cole.
Oh, always.
The actions that he's giving.
Yeah.
I love it. He went from this nerdy, obnoxious, I have a message. Remember on the
Right.
laptop today? This is just an all-around awesome person.
Yeah.
Dope. I love it. The whole, not to pedal back, but the whole interaction between him and Jey Uso before the match. I love it. That was
Yeah.
dope. So hats off to him. Um, the next match. I haven't watched wrestling that long.
Okay.
I was bored, bro. I was bored out of my mind. It was the Ron Breaker
Oh, Sami Zayn.
versus Sami Zayn.
Sami
I
Zayn.
tried. I really did. I'm like, let me give it a try. I haven't watched it that long. This Ron guy looks really impressive, and I know that he's Scott Steiner's son,
Rick Steiner.
Rick Steiner's son, and I was like, let me see what he can do. Impressive guy, but I was bored, and I don't think I'm a Sami Zayn fan. I don't want to make it official because again, I haven't watched it in a while, but
Right. Right.
bro, he looked like Sheamus' cousin got a job, and they're just like, oh, here, just do this for a couple minutes. It was boring, bro. Is this the Sammy you know, or the Sammy that WWE knows and loves?
So, pretty much, Sammy is the underdog come up guy. So, Sammy pretty much is the one wrestler that people love because he goes out there, he gives it his all. He gives it everything. He puts it out there. So that's why people love Sami Zayn, because he's a fighter and he never quits. He's the diehard person, you know.
Okay, so he's like the Brooklyn Brawler, but with the belt.
I think he's a little bit better than a Brooklyn Brawl.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I have to give him a try. I wasn't impressed. Honestly, I swear I was bored out of my mind. My son is 8. He's starting to get into it. He was bored too. Like when he literally turned to me as I'm thinking it, he turns and says, "Dad, can we skip this?" Yes. So, am I wrong? Like, did you see something I didn't see? Should I have given it a whole chance? Because I did forward to a part where I noticed the crowd was amping him up. And Michael Cole said a couple times, I don't know how he does it. He just digs in deep and blah, 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 blah. But from that point to that point, all the fluff in the middle was just boring to me.
So you'll get a lot of Sami Zayn um matches like that, because he gets pummeled through the whole match and then he comes back. And that's why they like, I don't know how he can keep getting up, yada yada yada. He beat Gunther.
What?
That's how he got the Intercontinental belt at WrestleMania. So that's pretty much his persona, is I'm a die hard. You're going to have to kill me to beat me type wrestler. And he gets beat up a lot, but
Then
then
give him the hardcore champion. He shouldn't be Intercontinental champion.
there is no hardcore
Bring
champion anymore.
the title and give it to him. I'm sorry, dude. Okay, so I don't know if I told you this, but I have such admiration and love for the Intercontinental title.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like even when I was watching wrestling, that belt just got shit on. Like that belt, when it was around Mr. Perfect, Hitman Hart, Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels, it meant something, dude. That belt was
Man.
yeah, man, it was prestigious, bro.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's just like, whatever.
Well, Gunther kind of made it back to what it was. Like, Gunther was that guy that made people actually look at the Intercontinental belt again, as that's the workhorse belt. Because that's pretty much what it is. It's the workhorse belt. So now Sammy has it, and it's still like, okay, we got somebody that's willing to be there every week, that's going to fight, and we know we can count on type person. That's pretty much that's pretty much how Sammy persona is. We can count on you. We know you're gonna fight. We know you're gonna be available. we know you're probably going to get beat up a lot, but we know you can take it and come back type thing. That's his thing.
Okay. I can respect that. I like that. Now, is this your opinion, or did you hear this from somebody in WWE?
No, it's my opinion.
Okay. I can respect that. If that's what it is, hats off to you, because it's hard, bro. Yeah, it's hard.
Yes.
To do that, to work like that, to get pummeled, yes, even though it's kayfabe, it hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Plain and simple. What would you have changed? I don't even know who won. I didn't even watch. I didn't even
Sami
watch.
Zayn won.
Okay. So was there something in that match? Do they have a story, or was that just a throw in? What happened there?
Braun Breaker is a monster type guy. That's what they're trying to portray him as a monster type guy. Me personally, with Braun Breaker, he has so much talent. Like, he has so much potential. I think I would have not let him win, but lose by disqualification instead of getting pinned.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to mess up his persona of being this tough guy and then lose matches. I think they mess up a lot of times with that. Like, you have somebody like, I know he wasn't a big guy or anything, but Roddy Piper. People don't realize how little Roddy Piper lost matches. Or if he did lose a match, it was usually by disqualification.
Yeah.
So I would have done that with Braun Breaker in this type of match until I was ready to give him the belt, because you want him to kind of keep that persona of, I'm this big dude and I'm just going to throw you around and beat you up anytime I want.
Okay. So do you think Ron? All right. Let me give my opinion before I ask you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has the look. I think he's very talented. He's so quick, man. To be that big and be that quick reminds me of me. Anyway, really, really good guy. Really, really good athlete, man. Really good athlete. I think he needs to work with the crowd more. But whoever's handling, I don't want to call it their handlers, but whoever's in control of his image, I think they got it wrong. I mean, I think that if he's wearing those if he's wearing those tights,
Mm-hmm.
and he's Rick Steiner's son, you might as well go all out and wear the Letterman jacket and the ear things. Like, at least pay homage all the way. And if you're not gonna pay homage, then you need to break the mold. You can't bring any of that into the ring. You need to change it all completely. Um, I think he needs to be, how do I say this? Reinvented. He needs to be reinvented. What do you think about his image right now?
I think it's. I mean, I guess I don't look at it that way, because I guess I can see that they want to keep something Steiner, but they don't want to fully bring him into the Steiner thing. Like, that's why he doesn't have a Steiner name. He has Braun Breaker.
Do we know, or do you know anything about the background there? Does he not have a relationship with his
Oh, no,
father?
yeah, he has a relationship with his father and his uncle, Scott Steiner.
So is it contractual where he doesn't want to give his name out, use his real name, or
I think a lot of times that a lot of the wrestlers don't want to just live off the past person. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at The Rock, he wasn't trying to live off his dad's name. They just kept bringing it up.
a rock?
uh, uh, it's so many others, like Randy Orton.
That's his name, Orton.
I know, but who else was Ted DiBiase's son?
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get back to that. Maybe not in this podcast, but
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, legacies.
Legacies. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I understand. I understand, and it makes sense on paper. It makes sense if you say it. But at the end of the day, bro, you made it to the big leagues, right?
Mhm.
This is it. Okay, it's you. I think it was Mark Henry that said it best. Like they have a job that only about 60 people in the whole world have.
Mhm.
That's it. 60 people is the roster. You made it.
Yeah.
You need to play whatever card, whatever advantage, whatever this, whatever that, to stay there and keep going forward. Whether it's your name, whether it's your look, whatever you need to do, you need to maximize that and take advantage of it because we've seen it, man. You can be gone and forget. You can be gone and forgotten like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You can. But I think that I think WWE is the one that's more making him not go to the Steiner name than it is him.
Why put him in the tights? I don't know. Maybe it's the tights that are just like,
I was gonna say you just focus on the tights.
he looks like his dad, bro. Like, I'm sorry, man.
They're probably trying to stay away from his uncle because his uncle kind of crazy. But that's it.
Okay. So that match, you think it was a good match?
I don't think it was good, but I think it was decent for what it was supposed to be.
Okay, you got 60 seconds. What would you have done? What monkey wrench would you have thrown in there? What would you have done to change things up? What what would you have done that would have made us talk about it right now?
Um,
Or
that
is there
match
just not enough history there?
it's not it's they don't really have a story like that, so it's kind of hard to kind of put them in. Like I said, I think I would have got Braun Breaker disqualified. Like I think I would have had him beat the hell out of Sami Zayn outside of the ring,
Okay.
chairs through tables, all type of shit, so he can get disqualified and he can still have that I'm a beast persona.
Gotcha. Is he a beast babyface?
No, he's a bad guy.
Is he really? The crowd loves him.
They you, you know what's funny though? Like since Austin, it's kind of hard with the bad guy good guy thing because a lot of times the crowd takes to the bad guy as well. So it's kind of like it's hard to tell who's the bad guy, who's the good guy because the crowd kind of gets into it a little bit more. Uh,
Man, that
but
crowd. I
yeah,
happen to I happen to forward it to a part where the crowd was flipping off Sammy, and I was like, "Whoa! I'd rather watch the crowd right now."
and I also noticed when they go to other countries, the crowd be hype. Like the
Yes,
crowd is outstanding when they go to other countries.
absolutely. So speaking of that, we're gonna move on from that match.
Yeah.
Man, I was heartbroken. I'm like, "What are you doing?" John Cena announces his retirement.
Ah.
Like I just started watching this again. Like, come on. Like, I like how he didn't come out and say, "This is my last time. You won't see me anymore." He gave a little bit of a timeline,
Yeah.
which I love, and maybe it brings some build up to his last match. Um, we're gonna foretell the future, right? Who do you see him going up against for his last match?
You, you know what? If I could put him in a last match with somebody, I think it would be the person he had the biggest feud with. So it would probably be Randy Orton.
I thought about that. I thought about that. If it was somebody that's still wrestling, it would be Randy Orton, right?
Yeah.
And then I thought about what if they would have brought somebody back from retirement? Who would it be? I know it's not going to happen in a million years. I would love it to be Taker. I'd love to see one more casket match. Taker and John Cena. But I think if it came down to physicality, as much as I don't like the guy, I would like it to be Roman Reigns and John Cena. For some reason, I think Roman Reigns brings something out of John Cena, and I've seen it in a couple matches. I've replayed some stuff, and Roman has a lot of respect for John in the ring, and he's
Yeah.
not afraid to try new things. So I think that'll bring the best out of each other if it was Roman Reigns and John Cena. But I would love to see Randy Orton and John Cena too.
I can give you John Cena and Roman Reigns. That makes sense. So does The Rock and John Cena. Will
Yeah,
make it too. But I just think that overall I think it will make more sense for Randy Orton and John Cena because they came in around the same time and they had so many battles for the titles and everything. So I think that history, I think that should be his final match. Like that would make sense to me if it was Randy Orton and John Cena.
absolutely, absolutely. I agree. So he also mentioned that they're gonna go over to Netflix in January.
Yeah.
I'm gonna predict the future, and I'm gonna say the Hardcore Championship is coming back in 2025. It will come back. I'm telling you, it's gonna come back. Um, who do you think Cena's gonna level up? Right? Like what? I can see him doing something special for LA Knight to bring him over. Maybe doing something for Ron Breaker. Maybe doing something for Ricochet. Is Ricochet gone? Is he done?
He's gone.
He's not coming back anytime soon.
He didn't re-sign his contract.
Oh man. All right. Damn, what a talent. Okay. So LA Knight, I can see him bringing him over easily. I think I'm going to stop there. LA Knight. He'll bring over LA Knight. Who do you think, or would he bring somebody over?
Well, I think now John Cena is at the point of his career where he's just putting over people. So, like WrestleMania, he put over not this WrestleMania. I think it was last year's WrestleMania. He put over Solo Sequoia. So Solo.
Yeah, I'm not too impressed with that guy.
He's not that great. Um, so I think right now he's just putting over talent. Seeing as how this is his final run, I was thinking maybe they might try to give him a title shot where he can beat Flair's record.
Wow. What's Flair's? What John Cena's held it 16 times.
They're tied. John Cena and Ric Flair are tied for the most.
Ooh.
So it wouldn't surprise me if they gave him that one last,
I don't know how I feel about that. I'm a Flair fan, but that's like giving him a gimme,
Yeah.
and they didn't give Flair no gimme.
No, Flair cheated most of his matches, but
It is not cheating; it's predetermined. Get out of here. Okay, so moving on. I believe it's the last match, right? We've kind of went over all of them. No. What am I missing before we get to? Oh, whatchamacallit? Wasn't the last match Seth Rollins?
No, the last match was Cody.
Okay, the 6-man tag or whatever, right? Okay. So the next match that we're talking about now then is the Seth Rollins match, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Seth Rollins, Damian Priest. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's saying how, or everybody thought that Damian Priest messed up. I did. I like Damian Priest. I don't love Damian Priest that much. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he goofed up. I thought he messed up, or I thought he hurt himself and he was just not all there, not coherent in a daze. And no, I mean, you ended up telling me what happened. So can you share with the listeners as far as what happened? Why didn't the ref count to 3? Because that was a 3 count.
It was a 3 count. Yeah, I mean, he did count to 3. It was just a screw up, pretty much. So I'm guessing this is what I'm pretty sure of. When Seth Rollins got him down and the ref was counting 1, 2, before he got to 3, Drew McIntyre music was supposed to hit. And that's why he didn't kick out, because he thought that Drew was going to make the distraction before he kicked out. That's what I'm pretty sure was supposed to happen. I'm pretty sure somebody in the back kind of screwed up Drew's music, and yeah.
Yeah, that if that's what happened, I mean, somebody's getting fined or chewed or
Yeah, they probably got yelled at.
damn, that's a mess up, bro. That is a mess up. So
That's big pay-per-view event, yeah.
they what they should have done if that was the case, right? They should have done like old school Undertaker, like something like that. When he's gonna interrupt a match, the lights go out.
Right, yeah.
So at least this way, if there's some sort of a music cue delay, dude, the lights are out. People are freaking out.
Right,
anyway.
yeah. It wouldn't matter.
They should have done that, but it looked like amateur hour, man. I was not impressed. And even leading up to that, a couple of moves they were off.
They were. A few of Seth moves was off.
Yeah.
Their timing was not on point in that match. Like it just wasn't. I don't know why, because they've wrestled each other a few times already, but it was just off, and it's disappointing because, like you said, you like Damian Priest. I don't mind Damian Priest. Like I think he's decent. Championship wise, I don't know. Like I like him, but I don't know if I like him heavyweight champion. I'm already like him intercontinental champion type. But I'm all for giving people a chance to make something of themselves or show what they have in that. And I'm just not impressed right now with his title run.
Yeah, same. I'm not impressed with this title run. I know he has a lot to offer. I can see a lot of potential in him,
Yes.
but I don't know, man. I think now that he has the title, I don't think Judgment Day. I don't think he should continue. He's something else.
Yeah.
He when I look at him, and if he keeps on with his persona, it's mimicking Randy Orton. It's the cockiness, the proudness, even in the way he dressed. Remember how Randy used to be all slick with it and stuff? It's Randy Orton all over again. And Randy Orton shines best when he's by himself. He looks more comfortable when he's by himself, but he can work in a group, as we've all seen. He's been in groups too. But I don't know. Damian needs to change something up. It's almost like he's balancing the scales of I'm a heel or I'm not a heel. Kind of just
where he's
cross
going
over.
with it. That's where he's going with it.
Yeah. If you're gonna heal all the way. If
Mm-hmm.
you heal all the way, they're still gonna love you.
Yeah.
You know? Um, I give mad props to Seth Rollins. Very impressed with his run. Um, he's my second favorite from the group, The Shield, but he's good. Uh, I don't blame him at all. I don't know. Maybe I'm too hard on Damian Priest. He's Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican. He knows better. He needs to do better. But I blame it on Damian Priest. It looked like amateur hour, and I want to say it's his fault because how you gonna blame Seth, bro? He's time tested over and over and over and over. The man's a beast in the ring.
Yes.
Now I don't know if he was selling this or not, but you tell me. I don't think he's healed all the way. I think he was kind of favoring his knee a little bit, but again, I don't know if he was just selling it.
I don't think he's fully healed. I think he had too many issues already, and he came back a little early than I think he should have. But I mean, that's just who Seth Rollins is, though. Like he's a workhorse. He likes to be there. He loves to be in that ring. He loves working with the fans. So I can't say anything about it. Like that's what he does.
Gotcha. So I think if I was to change anything,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the Q definitely the game changer. Now for CM Punk to come out and Drew McIntyre, I don't like Drew. Great look. He just seems like a whiny little bitch. He, he took my ball. Like that's the voice I hear when I see him bitch and moan. Like, bro, you a grown ass man. Like, come on now. Anyway, I loved the scene or the moment when Seth Rollins was verbally attacking CM Punk.
Yeah.
And CM Punk, I'm sure he's selling it, right? Because it's all kayfabe. He looked kind of like scared, like damn, I can understand you're mad, and I'm sorry. I don't want no problems with you. My problem is with Drew McIntyre. Did you get that vibe?
Seth and CM Punk have this relationship where Seth doesn't like CM Punk.
And it's
Doesn't,
well known, right?
yeah, it's well known. He doesn't like him. When he came back, when CM Punk came back the first night, uh, Survivor Series, if people watch, Seth was the one that was pissed off the most out of everybody that he
Yeah.
was like he does not like him at all. So
Yeah, he voiced about it on the following Monday Night
yeah,
Raw. I remember now. Okay.
so I mean I get it. I already don't like you, and now you just screwed me over because now Seth can't get another title shot because he didn't beat Damian Priest. So yeah,
Are they still doing that though? Where if you lose to the champion, you're in the bottom of the totem pole again. You got to climb back up.
no, Seth was talking to Priest, and he told Priest, if I can't beat you, I will never get another title shot as long as you're the champion. And if Priest would have lost, he would have had to leave Judgment Day.
Oh, that's right. Okay, okay, I remember now.
So, yeah.
Wow, I don't know. I did see how upset, and I know he's selling it. Obviously, kayfabe. Damian Priest was mad. My son asked me, he's like, "Dad, why is he mad? He won the match." And I kind of explained to him, I'm like, I think he's mad, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's mad because since he had the title, he hasn't had a real match yet. He hasn't really had a one-on-one, no interference.
Right.
It's just one wrestler versus another wrestler, and he could get a win.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I think he feels with himself that he hasn't proven anything yet. Like, I haven't proved that I am the champion that I know I can be.
Gotcha, gotcha. So next match is the last match, right?
Yep.
Okay. By the way, I just hats off to Cody. I forgot how well Cody is. Cody shined throughout that match. I give it to Cody. Cody was amazing. Um, the guy that was with Randy Orton and Cody, I can't remember his name. I
Kevin
know
Owens.
Kevin Owens. Why does he wear the RKO shirt?
So his name is KO, Kevin Owens.
Okay.
And when he was with Randy Orton, he puts the
Oh,
RKO.
gotcha. Okay. So I'm just like, why is he rocking? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, you get money off merch. So anyway, they were against now. Is the three-man group, are they the bloodline, or is that just do they go by another name, or is that just the bloodline?
They're a continuation of the bloodline.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's Sola Sequoia or whatever his name is. The werewolf.
Jacob
And
Fatu.
who is it?
His name is Jacob Fatu.
Fatu. Okay. Fatu, and then I don't know the other guy.
Tamatonga.
Kamatanga. And who was the dude that was like looked like he was bouncing on the club?
I can never remember his
Does he
lower.
fight?
He does.
He does fight. Okay. Because for a moment there, I thought he was about to check IDs and shit. He just looked like he was a bouncer at a nightclub. But I liked the match. It brought flashbacks of like old school wrestling when they would tease each other and drag the person to their side and pummel them up, and oh man. And when Kevin Owens went in there, this man exploded, bro. That was awesome. I love to see that. I think it was a good match.
Yeah.
Lots of surprises, lots of twists. I don't like how it ended, but maybe that's because I didn't want them to win anyway. But I think it was a good match overall.
I think it showed a lot of growth with all of them, to be honest with you. So Tama Tonga is from New Japan Wrestling. He is, I don't know if WWE is going to allow him to do what he can do, but he is really good on the mic and he is really good in the ring. If he gets a chance to show it, yes. My favorite is Jacob. Jacob Fatu is freaking amazing. Like, he is what Solo was supposed to have been to Roman Reigns. He's that person. He's that enforcer. He's that big guy that can do everything. He can do backflips. He can do somersaults. He can do jump through the ring, jump off. Like, he's everywhere type of wrestler. And I'm kind of worried what they're going to do with him because he has so much talent, and I don't want them to hold him back.
Okay. So maybe because I can see it coming. I can see it where, the whole bloodline is back.
Yeah.
And it's just it's Family Feud. And people start switching sides and this and that. And then one side will have one belt, the other side will have the other belt, and they just clash again. But somewhere, somehow, there's got to be that opportunity where Fatu just explodes, right? He just shines. He's just.
Yeah. I think Roman will be back soon. His dad just passed away and everything.
I did, yeah. Rest in peace. His funeral was on Saturday.
On Saturday, yeah. Which kind of sucks because none of them could.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was upset by it, but then I saw that they were into it and it was fine. But I did catch some clips of the funeral, so it was a good show.
I seen a couple of it too. I seen a few of the clips. But yeah, I mean, once Roman comes back, it's going to be bloodline versus bloodline type of thing, and it's going to be more relatives that's come to the fray.
I saw something. I don't know if I didn't check it because we don't fact check the JK theory, okay? But I heard that there's a relative that's 6'8", and he just signed, and he'll be appearing when Roman Reigns comes back.
So that's probably Zila.
I don't know who it is. 6'8". You gonna know who it is.
I don't know if Zila is that tall though. I'm not sure his height, but I know he's coming soon, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be a Roman. And it's a couple more guys that's coming. They got a big ass family, so
man, they gonna start their own chapter, their own thing. Wow, I'm gonna start claiming them look, all right. But I think it was a good match. I love the end when everybody started hitting their own finisher moves. I love seeing the referee get his ass kicked. It was so authentic. It was so I don't know, and I've said it before. It just reminded me like Bash at the Beach. It felt like WCW back in the day pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It felt like WWE when it was the crazy 8-man tags and all this. It was just dope. Even when the guy from the Bloodline, the guy, the bouncer guy, he got involved into it. Just brought flashbacks of the managers getting involved and all that. It was pretty cool. I think the only thing I would have added to it or changed is some sort of a surprise guest coming in or somebody sitting in the crowd that's watching them, maybe an unknown Bloodline member or something, that's it. But it doesn't need it. It just would have been nice to see.
Right. Yeah. I agree with you. I thought, I'm like, oh, it's going to be another one come out. That's what I was waiting on.
Absolutely. And the ref.
Yeah.
I felt bad for the ref, but I was like, yes, finally. They did a good job. I honestly thought a celebrity wrestler in a ref shirt was going to come up. I really thought it was going to be Shawn Michaels because Shawn Michaels has been very active lately. A lot of backstage clips and stuff like that.
He runs next. He
Yeah,
runs NXT.
yeah. So I really thought something like that was going to happen. This way he could incorporate some sort of an NXT spin to it, but maybe for the future.
Yeah.
But either way, um, I liked it. I'm just glad I didn't pay $59.99 for it. I'm glad it was part of Peacock. Um, yeah, WWE, you got some work to do. Mind you, it's Money in the Bank. It's
Yeah.
not SummerSlam. It's not Survivor Series or WrestleMania by any means or Royal Rumble, but fucking Uso should have won.
Agree. Uso should have definitely won. And
So
big up to Kevin Owens because his mother's in the hospital and he decided
yes,
to come and
absolutely big up to him, to all the wrestlers out there.
yeah.
Um, Guys, if anybody in WWE is watching, you better thank those women because those women saved that pay per view.
Yes, they did.
Period.
Killed it.
So again, this is the recap of Money in the Bank 2024. It's the JK Theory. I'm Jay.
Okay.
And until next time, peace.
Peace.